Are you looking to completely customize a floor plan to create your dream home here in St. John's? Well, today I'm in Courtney Grove, a gated community exclusive to ICI Homes, the only custom builder here in Silverleaf. Today we're going to take a look at the award-winning Monica floor plan. It's 1 story, 3,500 square feet, 4 beds, 4.5 baths, and yes, all 4 of those are en suites. We're also going to go over a couple other floor plans that might work for you, available lots, build time, and pricing, so that you have everything you need to know to make a decision. And if you're unfamiliar with Silverleaf, don't worry, I'll give you details about this amazing location so you can decide if this lifestyle is right for you. And lastly, I'll tell you how I'm going to make your life easier. Make sure I'm your first call, and I'll make sure it's the best real estate transaction you've ever had. Let's go take a look. There are 3 different elevations to choose from when we're talking about the Monica floor plan, and you are looking at the coastal modern, okay? There are a ton of windows on this house, and if that's not really your style, check out the West Indies, okay? You'll get some Bahama shutters, a little bit less windows on the front, metal accent roof, and that might be more your style. I wanna take you inside here in the lot and let you see these side yards. Get excited because, you know, one of the most frequent complaints that we hear with people coming down and looking at new construction homes is they don't like how close together these houses are, okay? Now, a 70 and an 80 foot lot, you're gonna have a lot more frontage than you'll see in many of these communities, where oftentimes there's only 11 feet in between the houses. Yeah, that's right. You could literally reach out the window and borrow some sugar from your neighbor, okay? But not here. I don't know if you can be able to see this, but we got the yellow property flag right about there. So tons of space, tons of privacy. And these lots go back super far, 120, 125 feet, some of them, so that you've got more of that privacy that you're kind of looking for. Let's go ahead and take a look and step inside the Monica now. You can get a nice idea how beautiful this front entryway is. Nice big double doors. Tons of light coming in this house, that is for sure. All right, I want to place you before we go too far into the floor plan here. Got dining on the left. Immediately here to my right, we've got an office. There's your half bath, okay? Central open floor plan in the middle. To your right is the master suite, and to the left is all the secondary bedrooms. Now, before we get too carried away, let's talk about where we are. Silverleaf is in St. Johns County, which is just south of Jacksonville here on the coast of Northeast Florida. And it is 11,000 acres. There's a lot that's still going to be developed, but 3,000 to 4,000 of those acres are going to remain preserved. So what I'd like to do is just kind of highlight what you have access to at this moment and what you will have access to when everything is built out. And why even care about Silverleaf in general compared to other communities in St. Johns County? Well, it is one of the fastest growing master plan communities in all of Florida, and there's a couple really great reasons. Obviously, the location is all close to the river and close to the beaches. You've got great public schools, which have driven a lot of growth to the area. And there's something you need to know, which is the fact that in Silverleaf, there are no CDD fees. You may not know that. I'll give you a quick explanation. All of these amenities, and there are amazing amenities in this community, which we'll talk about in a second, they cost a lot of money, right? So you've got an HOA, a homeowners association fees that can be monthly. Now in this community in Silverleaf, it's actually pretty low, $1,700 for the year for your HOA, and there's no CDD on top of that. You need to really pay attention if you're looking in St. Johns County to see if there is an additional CDD fee, which is paid with your taxes. And it can be $4,000 a year or more. The thing that a lot of people don't know is that it's not just about the fees, it's also about exclusivity. If you are in a CDD community, You actually have to open up your amenities to the public. That's right. Non-residents can buy a membership and pay money and come to your amenities. So you'll find that in Nocatee, and you'll find that in all of these communities that have that CDD. Also, CDD means that there are other stakeholders in your community, so they can make changes to your community without necessarily having a vote from you, right? Which is pretty different than an HOA. In an HOA, everybody gets to vote on what comes in and what changes in your community, and a CDD is different. So it's something you really need to keep in mind. That's why I love Silverleaf, and that's why it's growing so quickly. Let's focus now on Courtney Grove, right? That's where we are. Here it is in a section of Silverleaf called St. John's Island. There's a few neighborhoods in St. John's Island, and they are all gated. So it is an exclusive section of Silverleaf. And here we are. There are 70 and 80 foot lots here in Courtney Grove by ICI. And you can see that obviously it hasn't been developed yet. There's maybe 4 or 5 homes that have been purchased and are currently in the process of being built. Let's take a look at the amenities, right? We mentioned that. So let's kind of zoom out a little bit and let's highlight the amenity centers that are going to be coming. So here they are in the light blue. These 4 will be public to all of Silverleaf. This was the first one here that is active and is ready to go. It's gorgeous. And pretty soon, in fact, about a year away, they'll have this amenity center done. It'll be the second one. You can see how close it is to your future neighborhood, which is going to be great. These other 2 are future developments. They haven't started yet, but they'll be there to kind of help balance out the load of people on each one. And also you do have a couple neighborhood exclusive right there. Newbrook, this is by Dreamfinders. Brook Forest by Dreamfinders and Newbrook by Toll Brothers are exclusive for the residents of those community. I also have videos on those if you'd like to check those out. All right, so those are the amenity centers. Let's talk about schools, right? We mentioned that the public schools in St. John's have done a lot to drive traffic to the area. So here are the current schools. I need to zoom out just a little bit. Most of them are on the bottom, okay? You can see there, including the high school. Up to the north here is Liberty Pines Academy. It is K through 8. So if you do move to Courtney Grove and you got a K through 8th grader, he's going to be going up north to Liberty Pines. Now, there will be schools inside Silverleaf, so let me show you where those are going to be. That largest one there in the middle will be a high school, and the other 2 will be elementary schools. That's what they really need in St. Johns County. As young families are moving here, the biggest need is for elementary schools. So there's going to be 2 there. So those are also coming. All right, so let's take a look at, we got amenities. We talked about the schools. Let's get those off of there, and let's talk about, how about your retail center, your shopping, your restaurants, and all that. All right, let me zoom out just a little bit more here. Actually, I'm going to do this. I've highlighted up here, even though this is in Jacksonville, it's actually called the St. John's Town Center. Don't be confused about that. But that's probably the biggest and best shopping center around. It is worth the drive if you want to check that out. But there's stuff close to you as well. Down here in the south is the St. Augustine Premium Outlets. And you've got Durbin Pavilion up here to the north. And right now, you do have the Silverleaf Commons, which is a small little section, and it's right across from the first amenity center as well. So be aware of that. Okay, let's talk about what's coming in the future. Check this out. That huge section right here is going to be the largest Publix shopping center in Florida. Oh, I'm sorry, I mixed that up. That one down here is going to be the Publix, and up north going to be a town center that kind of rivals the St. John's Town Center up north in Jacksonville. So lots of restaurants and retail shops there. So that will be coming. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about hospitals, right? Healthcare. Let me get these off of here. Most of your hospitals are to the north right now, okay? I did highlight this one all the way up in Jacksonville because it is a great hospital. You do have the Mayo Clinic up there. Right here you've got Baptist and Wolfson's, and here you have St. Vincent's Ascension. As to be expected, you'll have some hospitals within Silverleaf as well. So I'd like to highlight those for you right here. Right across from where that Publix was, you're gonna have a brand new Baptist and Wolfson's hospital. This really rounds out and kind of gives you a picture of how great this location is. I hope you're excited about this location, and let's go ahead and get you back out to the Monica so you can check out the floor plan. We're back. So again, formal dining right here. Okay, don't get lost too much in all the finishes, although I will be giving you details on the finishes just in case you do like those. You can make note of those for later in the design center. Just focus on the floor plan and what things you might want to customize to make this a perfect fit for you. Okay, so we're heading on over to the office. Got your little half bath. Really nice tall ceilings in this one. Keep in mind that standard is going to be 10 and 9 feet on a second story. Now, this office, you've got a entry into that split 2-car garage, right? Which means that if you wanted to, you could turn this into a multi-generational living area. So let's take a look at this, for example. Take a quick peek in here. I think they have this set up as like a sales office. So they've actually split this, but that wall is going to come down, this wall is going to come down, and you've got a full 2-car garage. I'll also show you, you've got a ledge over here, and water softener loop, you will see back there, water softener loop, and that is standard here as well. AC unit, I believe. Let me just double check. Okay, yep, so you got a Carrier 5K unit. All right, so I just wanted to show you that real quick. Now, let's say, for example, you've got some elderly parents or an adult daughter or son with their partner that are living with you. All right, make this their exclusive bedroom. They have their own entrance and exit, and convert this half bath right here into a full bath. You say, JP, I still need an office. No problem, put it right there. Again, one of the nice things about ICI is they'll let you customize. You could drop a half bath right here if you don't want a wine closet. Although, hey, it's pretty cool, right? Okay, let's check out this amazing, nice, really large, open living space. Vaulted ceilings, some exposed beams, lots of recessed lighting. Got a really nice fireplace there. Now in this one, they've got the nook in between the kitchen and the living space. There's plenty of floor plans that will have the nook more off to the side of the kitchen. If that's more what you're used to, that's fine too. They've got a second island set up here. It's almost like a banquet table, right? And beautiful kitchen here. Let's take a look at that, get a little bit closer look. What do you think about that hood? I've seen this kind of ultra modern square hood, not very ornate. Do you like that or not? Feel free to comment below if you want to. The appliances in here are monogram. And what's standard is GE in the kitchen. I'll spin you around, take a look at the island, really large island. It's a pretty color. Get a look back at your living space. Okay. Lots of cabinet space, obviously. Again, monogram here. And you do have both pantry cabinets And you've got a drywall pantry just around the corner, which is nice. So you have some versatility there. That's pretty convenient. You don't have to have everything tucked away back here, but you can. Here's your other AC unit, and here's the drywall pantry, okay? So they've got some nice custom shelves in here. All right. We're back looking at the secondary bedrooms. So it's real pretty. I like how they did this accent wall. That's pretty cool. It's a cool look. Okay, again, all these are en suites. You know, that's not easy to find, and all of them have a decent sized walk-in closet, okay? That's the Brook model over there. All right, let's take a look at this other. I think we got a laundry room back here. And heading out to your other 2-car garage, we'll take a real quick peek in there. I've got this one set up with some beautiful cabinets. Nice laundry sink. Hard to call that a mud sink, is it? It's too nice. Let's take a look at the backsplash. Okay, these are going to be standard LG. Floating shelves and utility cabinets back there. Okay, let's take a quick peek in the garage. 4-car garage, that's great. This is a golf cart friendly community. So, you know, Silverleaf is designed to be set up so that basically you never have to leave, right? So, should be convenient for you. Okay, let's head back to this other bedroom back here to the left. These bedrooms, including the master, off the back, have exits to the backyard and pool, which is great. Okay, we've got another 2 bedrooms back here with their own bathroom. All right, check the quick size on this. Okay. Take a quick peek at the bathroom. Give you a good look at these finishes as well. Okay. Again, I mentioned that carpet, or maybe I didn't mention, carpet is going to be standard in here, and an 18 by 18 ceramic tile in the wet areas. Right now in this house, obviously you've got the carpet and you've got the hardwood. Okay, so this has sort of got a pool bathroom and a little bit bigger room, a little bit more size on this one. I usually don't care too much about lights, but that's kind of pretty. You've got your walk closet. Pocket door right here on out to the pool. Some floating shelves there. And nope, we're gonna save that for later. Okay, now before we head over to the primary suite, I do wanna show you just real quickly some other floor plans that might work for you. If you wanted to stay under $1 million, you definitely wanna check out the egret. There's actually 2 egrets that could work for you. Okay, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2-car garage, 3,000 square feet. Okay, and those start at $882. So even with the lot premium and maybe 5% of upgrades, you can get yourself under $1 million there. If you're looking for a 2-story option, okay, I do have a video on this one. Like I mentioned, it's next door. It's the Brook, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 3-car, 3,600 square feet. And that is gonna start at $943. The Aspen is the largest floor plan here. Again, you could customize this and make it as big as you want, but it starts as 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, 3-car garage, almost 5,000 square feet. And this one's at 1.2. Last but not least, we are in the Monica, right? So 4 bedrooms. I don't know why it says 4 baths. It's actually 4.5. 4-car garage, about 3,500 square feet. Take a guess if you want to. And we're at $1,028,000. Now there is actually one inventory home currently under construction, and it is in fact this floor plan. And I'm going to give you some of those details about that place after we take a look at the primary suite, because we haven't seen that yet. So let's head that way. Okay, so your bedroom here is on the left, and you are flanked in this hallway by his and hers closets. Let's take a look at how large these are. And you do have windows all on this side, including in the bathroom, bringing in a bunch of light. Let me show you, try to get an idea how large these closets are. Okay, right across from it, a little bit smaller, but still plenty of size here as well. Look at those nice windows, almost all the way up to the ceiling. And you do have enough area for a little, for some seating. I don't want you to see too much of that quite yet. Let's head back here. Get an idea of how big that is. Okay. Real pretty. Oh, by the way, you know, obviously they have these decorated so well. If you like decorating, one thing that you'll like about this builder is that they put studs every 16 inches instead of every 24, which is standard. So it does make it easier to decorate and get everything exactly where you like it. People really like that about ICI and the builders who do it. And it is also a very energy efficient builder as well. Haven't mentioned that. So the dual vanities are across from each other. You got plenty of counter space on here. These are really, really pretty. I think that's a nice one. That's beautiful. Okay, that's the same colors in the kitchen. We've got tile floor here. Got the freestanding bath, wall-mounted filler. Let's take a look at this shower. Pretty nice. Got a long ledge there. Very large rain shower head. And you do have a ledge to sit as well. Again, there's those windows there all the way across. And you do have your WC. If you like this floor plan, you can be the next resident in Courtney Grove, because they have one of these homes available. Nobody knows about it. So let me give you a few details about it. If you're interested in the Monica that's being built, the exact specifications, when it's gonna be ready, and the price, I want you to give me a call. Now, why would you call me rather than interact directly with the builder? Well, when you're looking for high-end new construction, the last thing you want to do is waste your time or feel pressured. But when you reach out to various builders, that's exactly what's going to happen. Sometimes they get tunnel vision on selling you a specific floor plan or a specific community. That's not going to happen with me though, because I'm not tied to a specific builder or development. I'm only tied to your best interests. So as your realtor, I'm gonna offer you a much better experience, one that protects your privacy, your contact information, and your options. That means I can help you compare and contrast builds here in Silverleaf and in other communities, and I might even be able to help you with a resale option that fits your needs that other people might have missed. That's why before you fill out a builder form or walk in a model home, I want you to give me a call. I'm gonna protect your time, your privacy, and your options, and make sure that the place that you land is actually the best fit for you. All right, let's go check out this stunning outdoor space. Head outside to enjoy this beautiful Florida weather. Large extended lanai here. And I want you to notice, besides just this beautiful setup they have out here, the extra space that you still have, right? So look at this large side lot. And look how much room you have after the pool and after this beautiful landscaping. You want to put a football field in, put some putting greens in, right? You can do that. So it's one of the really nice things about Courtney Grove is we got these long lots, very deep lots. Obviously we have a beautiful pool, got a sunken seating area and actually a float up bar, nice water feature there. Champagne style spa. Check out what they've done here with these sliders, extra large sliders. You can actually pull those back all the way and hide them, so that will kind of make this area like seamless into the house. And you've got a very well-equipped stainless steel Coyote kitchen over here. All these are Coyote appliances. Kegerator down on the end. Get you a look at the island. Take a look at it this angle. Now, before you go, I need to show you where you can actually build this and tell you a little bit more about that process, because you're probably not going to want to build right by the amenity center. Okay, so head with me on over to your future neighborhood. At the time of this recording, there are plenty of premium lots to choose from, including water to preserve lots, and some of them are even over 1/4 acre. If you're looking to build, you can anticipate moving in as early as spring 2026. If you like the idea of customizing your home, but are looking for smaller homes, check out this video on the left about Courtney Chase by ICI. If you'd like to stick to bigger lots, you should check out Newbrook by Toll Brothers on the right. There are many spec homes available, and you'll have exclusive amenities. This is JP, your Silverleaf expert, and until next time, people before property.